Yo, sup, sup, YouTube. Got a good 20 minutes in me before my favorite wings get delivered. Life is expensive. Real talk. Uh, I done spent. I just stepped outside. I stepped outside, and $100 just immediately gets removed from my account. Going to work, getting goddamn lunch. I also paid for a service to get my lyrics updated on the streaming. Clap it up for my real supporters who've been saying they want to see my lyrics on the Spotify and all of that. It's gonna happen. I have 100 and something songs to go. That shit was frustrating the hell out of me at first. Cause it kept giving me an error. It's called Music Match Pro. It's what you use to update the services so that it has your lyrics. And it kept giving me dumbass errors. And I'm like, I'm a very technical savvy. Clearly, like, I do technical shit for a living. Like, why is this so complicated? But I figured it out. I was ready to break my phone just now. I swear, I hate when simple things just work and they don't be working. Well, I said I was gonna open up some wine tonight, didn't I? But I updated 2 albums, and I have many more to go. But you will now start seeing my lyrics on the streaming services. Clap it up for me. Happy Friday. My last stream was kind of ass. I'm not gonna hold you. One of my bros saw. He's like, "Yo, your audio quality, your video quality looks good. You know, just have more direction." I'm like, if that was the first one you watched, then that was a pretty ass stream. I really just woke up one morning and just wanted to go live. Like, I didn't really have an agenda like I normally do in my head. So this time I mapped out a little bit better what I want to go over before I eat my dinner, and maybe I'll continue watching this Echo show. I also want to watch Story Ave. Shout out to Wavy to God in Rome Streets. I know Rome wrote a song for Story Ave, and Wavy got a production credit. My nigga got a movie production credit, now streaming on Stars, I believe, and Netflix. So I definitely want to. I'm gonna watch that with my dinner tonight for sure. I feel accomplished. I put in work this week. All right, exciting news, exciting things this week. Anybody tuned in to Shade 45? You know, I try to handle my socials and update people as quickly as possible, but you know, I got my first like legit interview on Shade 45 with my man Static Selector. I think Static be trolling me. He's a troll. But no, he's good peoples, man. My Irish friend, man. He's real. He's real. He's a man of his word. He told me, he told us last week it was kind of packed on the show. So, to promote the album before it dropped. But I was like, yo, I'd be greatly appreciated you let us come this week. And yeah, homie kept his word, and he had us on the show, played 3 of the songs from the album, interviewed us. I got to spit some verses, got to show off, as he called it. Shout out to the Show Off family, man. Real good peoples. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like immediately after that interview, the numbers just started going up. I think we're at clearly I have a celebrity on my album. And Vic Spencer ain't no slouch either, man. You know, Vic Spencer has been doing his thing. I mean, he got songs. He got I think at least one song with Sean Price. Man, that's been like a life. That was such a goal of mine. I was definitely upset when he passed, even though, you know, I only met him once, like just on some passing and at a show. But, you know, that was one of my biggest inspirations in the new age rap, even though he's from the older generation. Yeah, for me, it's like a new age rapper because he like reinvented. It's like that comeback, and he came back so strong. So, you know, Vic got songs with Sean. He's been doing his thing out of Chicago for a minute, so salute to him. But, you know, back to, you know, I got a celebrity on my album, y'all. You know what I mean? And it was all genuine vibes. And like, I have no problems admitting when I'm a fan of somebody. And when I'm a fan of good rap, a fan of good hip hop, someone who is keeping the spirit alive. And even if you on some stop it, Mitzi. You're interrupting my live. Even if you're on some street shit, which can get, but it can get repetitive sometimes, and people sounding like fake Griselda, and you know, like, and just following trends. They went from trapping to drilling to now they doing the boom bap beats like Griselda. It's just be original. That's always what I say. No matter what kind of rap you do, I think Rome is one of the original ones where his style, the way he approaches, the way he says things is just not the norm. You know what I mean? So I definitely salute and appreciate that feature. If you haven't heard Victimizer yet, numbers is going up right now. I got like a few thousand plays in a day just off of that song. So that was a great collab. And you know, Passport Rap ain't no slouch either. We all know this. We all know that I will hang on a track with anybody in this industry. You hear me? 10,000 plus hours. That's what he gets you. But nah, salute to Wavy. Also, who's just a legendary producer in my eyes, man. He got a catalog that's crazy. He worked with mad legends, old and new. And yeah, great project. And it was really dope to be on Shade 45. We've already put out, my food is 17 minutes away, and I gotta go downstairs when it comes, so we on a timer. And what I was about to say, and we put out 3 videos so far, 2 lyric videos. I'm pretty sure I posted them on YouTube and my Instagram. And What You See. It's a lot, yo. It's a lot. You know, I try to be as organized as possible, but listen, like, you see my messy desk behind me, you know, but been shooting my own joints. Or at least getting my people, my in-house people who help me. I have a couple shooters on deck, and yeah, you can't do it all by yourself, but I definitely bought my own to shoot my own videos, and I tell you, because I know my bro Wavy's trying to get into the video shit, and I'm like, listen, it's a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole. It is a motherfucker trying to figure these cameras out. The software part is easy to me. It's like making beats, like editing a video. Like once I got all the footage, I really love storytelling. And I feel like I'm probably not even using a lot of my storytelling power to my best ability, to be real. I'm really good at telling stories. I really love, like, I can see, you know, I love good movies. So it's like, I'm good at editing videos. It's like making beats for me, or like curating an album. You know, it's all storytelling. And I'm a very logical creative that, like, you know, from a beginning, a middle, and end, suspense, you know, like visual storyboard telling. But the technical aspect of shooting videos, man, that shit ain't no joke. It's like, and I feel like I've been shooting my own videos a couple years, or I feel like I've had this camera over a year now. It's a Sony AES7 II. I had some film people I used to be friends with that told me this camera is good in low light, and it's supposedly like a great video camera. and it's been doing justice. The lens seems to be decent, but now I keep having focus issues. Anybody that's nice with the camera stuff. I bought a cleaner, so I'm gonna clean the sensor. And hopefully that fixes the focus issues. It keeps going out of focus, and it's really frustrating trying to edit footage when the focus keeps cutting in and out. So y'all give me suggestions for that. All right. I think I talked enough about Passport Rav. We got a good 10 minutes. I want to get into my subject. This relationship stuff is pretty saturated. A lot of people are doing it, but I feel like maybe it's like rap. Rap is saturated, but I'm really good and I know my stuff. I've been in healthy relationships with women, and it's funny how I said women. Women's. I've been in some good relationships, and I've also always been intrigued with psychology, and I feel like I would have been a psychologist. That was my first, like, what do you want to be when you grow up response. But I heard they don't make no bread, and I was like, nah, I'm good on that. But like, that was the first book I ever picked up, was like a psychology book. And I remember even back when I was a kid, I had like this little fake computer that hooked up to a television, and I wrote my older brother that was in a relationship that I admired. My first like view, honestly, that was probably my first real relationship that I've got to witness, like healthy man woman relationship. She was beautiful, and it was during like the Martin era in the 90s, and they used to watch Martin together, and that shit I was too young to understand Martin. But and I wrote like a essay on how they can improve their relationship. I've been on it. Like, when I was like 12, I always was intrigued by the human mind, and how humans work together and psychology. So even though relationship stuff is saturated, I think I bring something to the table. So we still not sure where this vlogging stuff is gonna go. If it's gonna be a relationship thing or what. I have the equipment. It's time for me to find my niche. Outside of Passport Raft stuff, like my niche. All right. So, what brings me to want to talk about women relationships today is this quote: "A submissive woman controls a man unknowingly." Listen. That's real. And I feel like me personally, just come across just a lot of alpha women, a lot of women that just want to get the last word, want to make sure they're heard. Maybe their last relationship, they weren't heard at all, or their experience with men. So it's like they're on defense. It's almost like if you grew up getting punked a lot as a man, and somebody, you grew up getting punked a lot, like you're put on defense. Like you're like ready to jump down the throat of the next person that just looks at you halfway wrong, so it's like, your past that kind of shapes who you are, but not understanding human nature. I think, especially just me speaking for myself, I consider myself an alpha man, and that's working in this world and dealing with all sorts of aggressions. I was talking to one of my exes recently, and we was talking about Jamaica, and she was saying like, yeah, I think Jamaica is different. It's a different experience for a man. And because hearing her experience as opposed to like the last time I was there. Like I love the island, but you know, it's aggressive, and you have to be more aggressive when you're in Jamaica than when you're in a lot of places in America. But I'm dealing with aggressive shit all day. I don't want to deal with an aggressive woman. I don't want to have to deal with a woman that's fighting to be heard. A submissive woman controls a man unlonely. When you like the experiences I've had with submissive women or women that don't want to overtalk me, I'll be wanting to serve you. Like I'll be wanting to do all the things for you. Like when you're when the humble, the quiet one, the quieter. It doesn't mean you have to be silent, you know, and like be silenced, but the one who allows me space to talk and think, like I'll be wanting to do all the things for you, include hearing you out. I think it is a psychological thing, or if it's a man woman thing, but when a person is given space, like myself, when I'm given the space to really feel and I'm a thinker, and I'm not a fighter. You know, when I'm given that space, I think that's when I'm at my best. That's when I want to treat you, love on you, goddamn, give you the best orgasms of your life, take you to nice restaurants, take you out on a trip, have you around, you know, have you around because you're letting me be the leader. It can't be two leaders. And it's like you can govern your space and your world and what you need to do in your position in the relationship, you know, whatever. But like, there's one leader who kind of leads the energy, and yeah, my mind went blank. It's on the way, but nah, submissive women, like you really control me. Like that is the funniest part. That is the funniest part. They be the ones that be making me want to be like, all right, I don't need to be talking to nobody else right now. Like my focus is you, you know. And those be the ones that like I want to be around a lot. So it's one pattern I'm noticing with women I've been meeting. They have a lot of thoughts or maybe words to get out. Women talk a lot, and it seems like hard for them to not talk so much. And I've met some who are balanced and will listen to add to the conversation, listen to communicate, you know, act like real active listening skills, and like give the space to allow a person to talk and express themselves, and kind of know when to interject or know when to say things. But yeah, women have a hard time not talking a lot, and from my experience, and I am of belief to not talk so damn much. You can't chat too much because you end up saying things you don't mean. You know, you end up saying too much because the brain is just firing off with thoughts, so many weird, dumbass thoughts. You know that brain. Like if they could make I always think sometimes I'm like, yo, if I didn't have control over the things that I'm thinking sometimes, like jumping in front of a bus or like kicking an old woman or, you know, like doing stupid, harmful things, you know, if they call that the devil or whatever, it's like the brain thinks a lot of thoughts. And if you don't control what's coming from your brain to your mouth and what's actually being expressed, you end up saying things you don't mean. You end up saying too much. And yeah, it's harder for women. That's my experience. But the ones that kind of fit in and purposefully like move with purpose to not want to cause extra stress to a man's life, like y'all, those be the ones that get me, like get all of me. And it's been a while. I feel like, yeah, it's been a few years since my last relationship, and I've been loving it. I've been loving being single, but you know, I still be thinking of what it's like to have a good partnership with all the things I got goddamn going on. But nothing can be forced. No forcing. Wu Wei, we not forcing it. Yeah. Submissive women control me. A submissive woman controls a man unknowingly. The reverse psychology in that. Because all that screaming and yelling and being aggressive and, you know, you like that is not going to solve anything. You're either going to make a man angry, you're going to make him secretly hate you, you know, have secret aggression towards you, building up animosity. That's the word I'm looking for. You're going to make him build animosity towards you. You know, we need to be communicative adults that express themselves in a healthy way and know when to just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up and just listen. You know, really like try and keep the conversation two ways. But yeah, I think I'm about to hop off of here. Oh, I'm missing all the comments. Let me get to the comments real quick. We got a couple. New York on deck. Peace, Jeff Sparks. Queens, big queens. Tired of alpha women. Yeah, it's really weird out here. I mean, you know, they keep saying it. The world done turned the women into men and the men into women. Cause chaos. Chaos is always their goal. My Jamaican mama scared me from dating a yard woman. I was just talking about that too, man. Like, that's a whole nother subject. That's gonna be a whole nother live. To work. Checking out your music. Rufus Jackson, man, he's super dope. My favorite joint. Oh, word. That's what's up, man. I was just looking at that J Cyanide joint. J Cyanide is dope, so dope, and so is NDL. And that's definitely one of my best verses on that Fire Discovered Me. God damn it, I ate on that shit. But word, submissive women, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about that quote. I think that is absolute truth. And if more women knew that, you know, be submissive to the right ones. My food is here. I hope y'all enjoy your night. Be safe this weekend, and I will be doing this more often. Peace, y'all.